Here's a simple 5-step guide on how to set up a lateral raise to train your middle delts.
Step number 1. Set the cable around the height of your mid-shin.
Step number 2. Loop your hand through the D handle so that it's on top of the hand and so that you don't actually have to grab the handle. Step number 3. Step over the cable so that the cable runs through the legs. This allows for a little bit more of a natural arm path, which may feel better than having the cable behind or in front of your body. Step number 4, anchor your opposite hand with a slight lean against the cable column. When you do this, you should make sure that the cable is roughly 90 degrees from the forearm, the bottom end of the range. And step number 5, make sure that when you execute, you're raising outward rather than with the intent to raise upward. Here are 3 mistakes that people make when trying to execute this motion. Mistake number 1 is bending the elbow. A slight elbow bend is fine, but anything more than that is likely to create forces that are counterproductive to the goal of training the middle delt. Mistake number 2, relaxing in the bottom of the motion. A lot of people simply let their arms smushing against their body stop the range of the motion in the bottom, rather than actively resisting through their middle delt the entire time. As a cue for this, I like to think about not letting my arm get smushed into my body. And mistake number 3, using a full overhead range. If your goal is to train the middle delts, utilizing the bottom 90 degrees of this range of motion will be most specific to that goal. Going above this point isn't necessarily bad, but it's where a lot of scapular motion needs to occur, and as a consequence, the traps will be recruited more when the arm needs to move 90 degrees and above.